Mike, turn your games down.
Hi everybody, welcome to another mini episode of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who's blink across the board with me tonight?
I am Kyle, and I'm over here. This fight might be tougher than I thought.
And I am Blake, and I have no witty comment.
Just like this game. So we are here to talk about a game that I've been meaning to do for over a year. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. Developed by DIMP, published by Bandai in Japan, Europe, Atari in North America. Hey, remember them kids? And came out in 2003 for the PS2, and then a year later for GameCube in 2004. And has never been re-released ever again.
That is so crazy. That's unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate that they did not include it in that HD remaster.
Yeah, I'm really shocked that they didn't. That was an interesting choice.
I was shocked. I'm less shocked now, but I was shocked.
I don't know. The like I said, I mentioned in the Facebook chat, like the internet seems to like this game quite a bit.
I think it's got like a cult following.
Exist. Yeah, I think that's probably more accurate. Like when I was looking at this game, of course, I'm stumbling upon people who are praising it.
I mean, it's not like the internet knows what youremdoing and sends you things that might interest you.
Yeah, no.
Oh gosh, no.
Not at all. It's not always listening.
Never.
I remember I said it to my mother once. She's like, "It can't hear me." I'm like, "Yes, it can." She didn't believe me. She's like, "That's not true." I'm like, "Then you wonder why you just got that ad after we talked about it?"
Dude, anyone ever wanted to know that? I now live in a area where the majority of the people speak Spanish, and about half of my ads are in Spanish now.
That's crazy.
I speak zero Spanish. So.
Well, now you just don't pay attention to the ads at all.
Pretty much. I don't know. The Spanish ads are honestly more fun.
I want to learn Spanish someday, but I put zero effort into it. But I do want to. All right, we should talk about
it. Would be useful.
It would
Great
be.
way.
Our memories of this game. So I have never played this before until this episode. I had seen it once. My friend had brought it over. I don't know if he rented it. I don't know how he had a copy of it, but he brought it over. Or I went to his house. I saw the board game mode once. And then I never saw this game, never played it, nothing ever again in my life until this past week. Kyle, what's your history?
So I would have played this game when it came out because 2003, I would have been 11 years old. That was like peak when I was into Dragon Ball Z time of my life. So I pretty much anything Dragon Ball Z media I was trying to consume. And so I definitely played this as an 11-year-old, but I like blocked out story portion because when I loaded this up and started that, I was like, whoa, am I even playing the right game right now?
Yeah.
And Blake.
So I don't think I played this when it initially came out. So same thing like with Kyle, very much peak DBZ time. So 2003, 2004, I would have been like 7 or 8. So at prime, Dragon Ball Z is the coolest thing ever, trying to become Super Saiyan. I think every kid has done that at least once.
Yeah.
So me and my brother, I have vivid memories of playing Budokai and Budokai 3, but some reason not Budokai 2. The only time that I remember playing Budokai 2 was when the HD remaster came out and it was not included. I was like, And I was like in high school at the time. I was like, why didn't they put in 2? Is it that bad? So I remember going to a local game store and picking it up for GameCube, plugging in the old GameCube on the old TV, and absolutely loving it. And if my brother and I had got to actually play Budokai 2, we would have devoured it. That game board mechanic is just so unique. I mean, it has its flaws, but compared to what went from Budokai 1 to Budokai 2, I think it's leaps and bounds.
Yeah, you go from like an actual moving around a board and mechanic, because like Budokai 1 is just cutscenes and fight sequences.
And honestly, they're not even all fight sequences. Some of them are just little mini games.
Yeah. So
and
I wish this had that instead.
I didn't love the board game mechanic at first, but it did grow on me as the game progressed.
It starts very slow.
Yeah, the first when you first start getting into it, it's just really a pain. But it's hilarious to me that Goku is a person and the rest of them are just cards that hop around the game board.
It's weird that Goku isn't like that too. Like I get it, they wanted Goku to be different, but at the same time, I feel like it should have been everybody is like that, not just Goku.
Yes.
Like they should all have been one or the other. Like I didn't really like that. I also didn't notice it until later on, or at least it didn't compute, but I didn't like it.
I would have appreciated them all being like the character sprites because those cards hopped so slowly.
They are so slow.
It is a slow process to move that one space that you get to move per turn.
So
And then when there's 3 or 4 allies on the screen and you're just sitting there for 5 minutes, wait, when's it going to be my turn?
Yep.
I didn't mind the whole like moving across the board. My issue was you have to fight the same character 3 to 4 times to beat him.
I think that's my main as well.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest gripe is that they have the lives system that they implemented.
Like I understand it in the board game aspect, but I think they could have maybe instead of 5 fights for Boo or however many it was, maybe
Or
like
if you lose,
right,
Yeah,
maybe just 1 or 2.
He has a bunch of lives.
It was just too much for me, and that was one of the things that like irritated me with this game was the fact that it just got so repetitious doing the same fights. Like at least in a story mode like Budokai 1, for example, you get different fights, and then you wouldn't fight the same character right after each other with the same exact character.
Right,
And
like some of the maps overstayed their welcome, I would say.
Yeah, and like the Cybermen got really
annoying
to fight.
I mean,
although
in any
I don't
game,
know,
honestly.
the Cell Juniors might have been more annoying because the Cell Juniors like moved themselves around the map too, and so
yeah, the Cybermen were just stuck.
They would like pick up the power ups and shit. Like the Cell Juniors pissed me off so much when they would like steal a capsule from you or like if the enemy's got the Dragon Radar, I was so pissed.
Well, especially like you kind of need that stuff to progress. So if you didn't,
you don't have to pick up
just
any Dragon Ball but the first one. For the record,
correct. You can beat the game getting 1 Dragon Ball, and you get.
I know for a fact.
It's super lame.
Do you still get Shenron?
No.
Oh, but what's the point then?
Oh, and we have another challenger joined us.
Hello, everybody. Robbie Sherman. Have conversations with Robbie Sherman. How y'all doing tonight?
What's up?
Moving across a board game just like you were. You just had to wait until we got to a certain part of the stage, and then another person joined you for no reason.
Yeah,
in this case there was a reason, but in the game there was no reason.
That's why I started the game with Trunks. I wanted to take advantage of the nonsense.
Is it Kid Trunks?
Yeah, Kid Trunks.
Kid Trunks. Yeah,
it was the only character I didn't put on the field was Trunks because I don't like Kid Trunks.
I love that little bastard. He's fantastic.
He's hilarious.
Yeah,
I like Kid Trunks a lot. I like Kid Trunks a lot too.
I don't like I really don't like the Boo saga at all.
Okay, Boo was my problem. Yeah.
I don't like Goten. I don't like Trunks. I don't like Gotenks. I don't like anything about the Boo saga.
Gotenks is annoying. He's cool, but he's annoying.
You're telling me adult Gohan isn't cool?
No, Gohan.
The adult Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, right? He's fine.
You know what? I think of Gotenks like a Jason Drake almost. No, I'm sorry, Jason Todd. I'm messing that up. What am I doing? I'm sorry. I feel like he's like a Jason Todd. Like you put him in there just because you got to kind of get another kid in there, and he doesn't quite have the sauce of the original kid. And people just think he's kind of irritating, even though he's trying really hard.
And like. Goku is already a bad dad and a bad husband.
They're fucking real.
Why was Chi-Chi like, oh yeah, let's do this again?
Look at the man, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
He must have taken a really nice blue sensu bean, if you know what I mean.
So you got to take advantage of when he's actually alive, too. So.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much known that like Goten had to have been conceived within the 10 days between exiting the hyperbolic time chamber and then fighting Cell. So like during that time, Goku was like, "Yo, I need some downtime to just rest before we fight Cell."
Yes.
When in reality, it was like, "I just want to fuck my wife."
That's where his real training came in.
It's like, I'm gonna die. I know I'm going out, so I want to just do this as much as possible.
For the entirety of those 10 days, that was the rest.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't beat Cell. He was too worn out.
It makes sense now.
I mean, he didn't beat Cell because he just gives up.
I mean, yeah.
He could have beat Cell. I believe that.
The abridged when the whole when Goku gives up against Cell and that, it's so funny.
I need to watch that someday. It's come up too often in my life.
It's great. It's like, honestly, it's good enough that it's like I consider it like an official version of the dub.
Yeah. So many people have talked about it to me over the years, and I have yet to ever give it a try.
Yes.
Yeah, just a key word
You're in
there.
for a treat.
If I do it. We'll see if I ever do it.
That could be a new podcast series.
Oh, I don't need more ideas. Too many ideas. I don't know. I only did the story mode of this game because that's how I play all fighting games. I just enjoyed the story mode. And this was just kind of a letdown altogether. Like, you fight a lot of the same villains over and over again. Like, every map. Oh, look, Frieza and Cell are back. Like, oh, why? Who knows?
Right.
Like, I don't need to fight Frieza and Cell again. Like, I'm good.
I think they tried to pad it out a little bit.
They did.
Yes, like it's 9 missions. It could have been 5.
Right, like they could have fleshed out the game mechanic or like the game board more with less missions.
It's only 9 in the GameCube version, by the way. It's 8 on the PS2 version.
What?
Because the GameCube version came out a year later, so it came with a few extra upgrades that the PS2 version didn't get.
Okay, I need to ask this. Is the GameCube controller better for this game or significantly worse?
GameCube controller's not horrible.
I think the GameCube controller's fine. GameCube controller is pretty like I personally like the GameCube controller quite a bit.
Good controller.
I think it's a pretty well designed controller, honestly.
I promise I'm on the proper political spectrum here as a fan of the Nintendo GameCube. I just always thought it was just a little small for me and like kind of clunky with that small little yellow handle. Yeah.
Yes, that's fair.
It takes a little bit getting used to, but it's a better controller.
I played on PC I assume we all emulated this.
No, I played the legal way, of course.
Sure.
Nobody's listening to me.
So I played
with
an Xbox controller, which was great. That's the best controller in my opinion. So
okay. Oh, wow. Okay, that's another conversation. All right.
Well, the Xbox 360 controller, which I'm assuming you mean, is a great controller.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
True. Okay.
Not the friggin' OG ridiculous one. The good Xbox controller.
Yeah, because that's what you buy.
I'm going to die with my head in 2005. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I mean, this game is like, it plays a lot like Budokai, as a basic fighter, and has some cool elements to it. I know, like, some of the big things for people in this is that it had fusions for the first time, because Budokai 1 doesn't. I don't give a shit about fusions either, I've noticed.
My poor
I just
heart.
do not like the Buu Saga, apparently, at all. Like, nothing.
I like the fusions because Gotenks had cool moves. Like his moveset was cool, and then Vegito is just so strong.
Vegito's awesome, and
you fight Super
I don't
Buu.
take any other answer.
The one fusion,
easy.
the one fusion I actually want to see in this series can't be accomplished in this game, which is Bulma and Chi-Chi. That will never happen.
There's probably some websites that got that for you.
I'm sure there's websites that got it for you.
I would never go looking around in such filthy, dingy places, good sir. I am a Christian, okay?
So, Phoebe, if you hear this, you know what to send Robbie, okay?
Good for you.
I don't know. I mean, I know one of the stupid complaints, and this is a really dumb complaint for other people on YouTube, they said, why isn't Android 19 here? And I'm like, who the fuck wants Android 19 anyway?
No, he's
that's the thing. Like
Android 19's in the show for like 3 episodes.
Yeah,
and he talks like this, dude. He's really, really annoying.
Yeah, he's
like, all right, let me give you a heart attack. That's it.
Like who is upset that he's not in this game? I don't understand.
Do they have Professor Gyro in this game?
Yeah,
No.
Dr. Garrow's in this. Gyro.
Gyro. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah,
How
Gyro,
dare you get the name wrong of a character that also only lasts like maybe 10 episodes?
Yeah.
He doesn't. He lasts longer, but he gets murdered too.
I mean, it's a cool callback to Dragon Ball. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
That's
Red
pretty
ribbon
much
and everything.
what it is.
That's all it is, though.
I mean, that part is
Dragon
cool.
Ball flavor. Yeah, I could use more Dragon Ball flavor. I like Dragon Ball more than I like Z, so that's good for me.
I was just really let down with this game. Like I also didn't figure out you could equip abilities until the last stage of the Buu saga.
Oh,
So
that makes things
me
significantly
problem.
harder.
Yeah, this game was. I had to
does.
do a lot of save states. I'm like, man, this game is hard on easy mode, and yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah,
'cause
you're
I
doing like
played
a
it
level 1 RPG run.
yeah, I
yeah, pretty
was
much.
not on purpose, but I was out of just sheer stupidity.
Oh man, that means you weren't like because like you weren't using the Super Saiyan and the Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3.
Nope.
Like you
I
get
wasn't doing anything.
You get all those power ups on Goku and like you just start the fight as a Super Saiyan 3 and you're like, what's up?
You weren't even going Kaioken?
Come at me.
I did Kaioken once.
Oh man, wow. You played this game like you probably just
I
picked
know.
enemies to death too. You probably just hit Y.
I hit the 2 combos, but that was I didn't really do a lot of special moves. I would do Kamehameha.
Yeah, that you do.
It would just miss. It would just be like, that's nice, and
Yeah.
sidestep me.
Punch,
Yeah, I
punch,
felt-
punch, E.
Yeah.
It felt like the Kamehameha did not work in this game the way it used to work for me in the manga. For some reason.
The Kamehameha is a tough attack to use in fighting games because it's Goku's ultimate attack, but it's also his like
basic
conventional attack, and
Yeah.
so like Vegeta is a lot easier, right? Because he uses the Gallic Gun, but then his big attack is the Final Flash, and so it's different. So like the Kamehameha is either underpowered or overpowered in games. Like it's hard to balance it.
So I know I
Also-
did this game wrong, obviously.
Yeah. Well,
That's why it was so
One more
hard.
enemy sidesteps my Kamehameha or whatever is I'm gonna lose my shit.
The other thing that was annoying was how slow how long it takes to close the gap when you especially if you send enemies airborne. Flying up to them is such a slow process. And that's probably just a factor of this game was made in 2003 and we exist in 2026 and I've played
Right.
the Xenoverse games where you move way faster than you do in this game. So this game felt slow pretty much the whole time.
Yeah,
Or even
I'm sure in 2003 when I played it, I was like, this is the cutting edge.
It felt clunky to me, and it'd been a long time since I played it. I never really played it that much because there's a little weird story about it. I got a PS2 and the first one for my Christmas, I think, and I liked that game a lot, and I was happy to have it and play it. But I was kind of expecting Budokai 2. So I've never bonded with Budokai 2 the way I did this one. And now I'm kind of glad in a way because I actually like the recreation of Z in Budokai 1. It feels like a bridge and it kind of gets all the good points.
Mm-hmm.
And that, again, is part of my issue with this one, is that it just feels like something is missing. By it not, yes, we've seen the story hundreds of times. I'm being exaggerating, but I get it. They want to do something different, but I personally just wanted the same thing over again.
Yeah, there's something comforting in just playing the story of Dragon Ball Z that you just know by heart already.
I don't know. If I wouldn't have had to fight the same guys 3 to 4 times, it would have bothered me less. Okay, I beat them, they're done, but hell, there was one time I beat someone in Cell, and then he went on Dende's and got a life back, and I was like, and then after that, I didn't leave Dende alone. After that, I was like, we ain't doing that twice.
Yeah,
I was extra irritated then. I was really mad.
In the final stage when I was fighting Kid Buu, I let a Cell Junior just kind of do its own thing, and it just hung out on a Dende spot and got up to full lives. I was like, oh my god.
But you don't have to worry about him. You just kill Kid Buu.
No, I did not. But I did though, because I ended up needing to go back to that Dende spot because Majin Buu kicked my ass. So I had to bail out and go back with more lives to be able to beat him because I sucked at the end of this game. That was so weird because the whole game I was doing fine and none of the boss fights gave me any trouble, and then I just could not do anything against Majin Buu. I was like, what
huge difficulty curve.
For
no
the
reason.
spike is enormous.
Imagine if you don't do anything special. It's even harder.
Yeah, I believe that.
I beat it with save states.
Well, that's because when you first unlock Vegeta, he doesn't have any moves, and so like the first fight, you're like, cool, I can just kick, punch, and use generic Kai Blast. This is not helpful at all.
It's riveting.
This is not how that is not the fun way to play that game. Like
no, and that's why I didn't have as much fun as I should have had. But I mean, that is my fault, so I can't blame. I'm going to blame the game anyway because I feel like the game. I didn't know what buttons to press.
I don't think it really explained it.
It does not. There is no.
Okay, so it wasn't just me.
No tutorials. You literally just have to know that you press R1 to equip skills. And I only realized that it was in like the second mission because I like hovered over a guy and I like saw that prompt. I was like, oh.
That feels really cheap for a very highly promoted sequel to a very successful game before.
Right.
They rushed this out, I think, and I think Budokai 3 finally got the formula the way it needed to be.
Weren't they coming out like annually?
Yep.
Yeah.
They stay annual for 6 years.
They pumped
it.
Didn't know that. Okay.
Because there's Budokai 1, 2, and 3, then there's Budokai Tenkichi. I know I said it wrong. 1, 2, and 3. And then there's even another one after that, something about Infinite World.
That game is utter garbage.
Yes. But they keep pumping them out.
They cranked those out. It was crazy. But yeah, this one, you can tell that this one's not finished. And like it could have been the emulation that I used, like the ROM that I played, but like selecting which space to move on the map was infuriating.
It was a little tough for me as well. You have to be very precise.
It did not move the way that you would expect. You like press right and it goes to the one like up. You're like, no, what?
So
no,
it wasn't just me. Thank you.
Oh, I struggled hard with like selecting what spot I wanted to move to.
You guys are making me feel better.
And also like wanting to be able to move around the map, and like I would forget that you had to hold down the trigger to be able to like go into the free mode, and so I'd just cycle through the
I equipped some skills, but I found it by accident a couple times, but I didn't really figure it out until like the final chapter. Like I also didn't even know you could dig in this on the map until I watched a video after I finished.
Well, yeah, that's
before we do this recording.
How you find the Dragon Balls, because you gotta use the radar and then get over the square that has it in the middle, right? And then get the Dragon Ball.
That's why I had 0.
Well, you had 1.
Okay, I had the one the game forced me to get.
Okay, what year did this game come out?
2003 and 4.
Over 20 years, and I've never known you could dig.
See, what it feels like to me is, and this is probably correct, is that this is a game where it had a manual in the case with it when you bought it. And that probably told you all of this shit.
Honestly, you're right.
Yeah, I forget that was a thing at one time. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Like I forget.
It's like a forgotten era.
Yeah, because I completely forgot instruction books are a thing, and I was like, oh yeah, you're right. And I was around in those times, in the dark ages.
That was the move. You'd get a new game, and then you would on the drive home, you'd read the book.
I mean, there's like a lot of the old Nintendo games going way back. Like that's how you got the entire story.
Yeah, the first Legend of Zelda is like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then other games have like, I think the Final Fantasy VII release has like the walkthrough for the first part in the manual, so that you can actually like get to the main game if you suck at games.
Damn.
And don't forget Metal Gear Solid, where the code is on the back of the box.
True.
Now
you don't have the box. Good luck.
Now you just get digital games. That kind of shit would never exist. That's unfortunate.
Hey, Mikey, what's your favorite part of Metal Gear Solid? The metal, the gear, or the solid?
Everything. That game is perfect.
The ass.
I mean, that game is perfect. I fucking love Metal Gear Solid.
I'm partial to the solid myself.
I mean, there's Solid Snake, there's Liquid Snake, there's Solidus Snake. So hey, you can choose.
You're damn right. There's a solid snake
and a Solidus, whatever that means. So, yes, I know your joke. I'm just ignoring it. But I don't. I mean, I know some of like the complaints for this game was also the cast because they took out Android 19. They took out Deendra or Debert. Yeah, no, Deendra, whatever the fuck his name is. Zarbon. They took him out.
Zarbon.
Yeah, Deborah.
They added Dodorio.
They took out.
Dodorio and Zarbon, they take out. And they take out the other two or Berter and Jace.
Well, they
as
weren't in the first one either.
Yeah, Berter and Jace get shafted a lot for some reason, even though they're
Because they're stupid.
they're cooler.
Yeah.
They're cooler than Dodoria.
Yeah, I mean, I remember as a kid, like when I had never played, never watched the show, and I remember playing Budokai 1, I'm like, who's this pink guy? Like, is he important? No, he's not. He's just here for some reason.
No, they're just around.
Other than that, I mean, they added Dabura, they added all the Majin Buu, Super Buu, and then they also had like the different Super Buu forms where Super Buu can absorb Frieza and Cell, and he's a little bit different. I didn't see any of that. I'm okay with that.
My Super Buu absorbed Gohan. I forgot the first in that mission. I fought Buu with Gohan, and of course lost. I was like, God damn it!
Oh, and then he absorbed him.
Yeah, and he absorbed him because I played through this twice because the first time I took Gohan into every mission and did like a father-son affair, and then the second time I played it correctly and took like different characters.
The what if scenario.
That was a lot more fun too. Yeah, you can fuse Goku and Hercule, the Goku. That is comical.
And like he doesn't get any stronger. There's no buff.
Probably gets weaker.
Yeah.
And then the Tiancha, the Yamcha and Tien fusion.
Two very weak ass characters. Well, Tien's not bad. Tien still got strength.
You know what? That is a fusion I like. Those two are fun. I like them.
I like that one. The weird the hairline on that one though, because Tien's bald, is just that is a freaky looking dude.
I didn't see any of those until I watched YouTube videos. I watched like 2 different YouTube videos before we did this, just so I could be more educated, because I knew I played the game wrong, and that showed me more that I played the game wrong. I mean, you have Raditz, Nappa, Kid Trunks, or Future Trunks, Gotenks, Vegito, Goku, that we mentioned, Kibotchin, which they don't even have a thing for me to click on, which is Supreme Kai and somebody else. Oh yeah, Supreme Kai's in this game too.
That's Kibito Kai. It's when Supreme Kai and Kibito fuse with the Patori rings.
Oh, okay. But Kibito isn't even in this game as a playable character.
No.
Okay. Videl is in this game. I never cared for Videl either. You don't need her. But I get it. They're going for the Buu saga because Budokai 1 didn't do it, so this was very focused on that. And, I mean, it's cool. It's just, I don't like it. I know there's a Bobbity spaceship as one of your extra game modes. There's World Tournament, which, of course, I didn't mess with because I didn't care about money, because I didn't care about the game.
I wish they found a more cinematic way to integrate the Buu saga, because I just feel like there's so much like randomness to having all these different characters like going through their little arcs. Like, I'm not sure it gives you like the payoff that are good in the Buu saga when they pop up. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even a big fan of the Buu saga, but it does have some payoffs. It does have some cool stuff happening in it.
Yeah, they don't do the Buu saga a ton of justice.
No, they were just excited that it had the characters, is really all it felt like.
Yes.
Otherwise, there wasn't a whole lot to it. That's how I felt with it, and I think that kind of was a letdown for me. Like, I would have rather had the cutscenes from Budokai 1. I'm assuming Budokai 3, I know it doesn't do the board game method, but I don't know anything about Budokai 3. I've never touched it.
It's more similar to 1.
It's got, I don't even know, is it like spoilers to like say what like the gameplay style?
No.
Like you fly around a map and you go to different points.
Oh, okay. I have seen that before. I've watched reviews, and I'm going to watch reviews. I just don't remember anything. So I am excited to play Budokai 3. I was excited to play this, and then I was let down. Out of the Budokais, not the Tenkaichis, out of the Budokais, 3 is definitively the best.
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, also not having, like, only having Perfect Cell and not having Cell's other forms seems kind of weird to me, too. Because they were in Budokai 1. Like, in my opinion, this game should have had what Budokai 1 didn't, just add a little bit more, not take away stuff.
The story jumps from, like, getting on the missions that had, like, multiple phases, right, were pretty jarring. Like, they weren't done very smoothly at all.
In the story mode, you fight Raditz to Nappa, and then you go to Frieza.
But he's on Earth. You don't even.
He's on Earth. You have not met Vegeta yet.
Earth. Correct.
So, like, you end up going to Namek, and Vegeta's there, and you're like, who is this? Like, if you had never seen Dragon Ball before, it's like, man, this is a cool game. I'm gonna pick this up at Blockbuster. Your poor little 8-year-old mind would be like, what the hell?
Let me tell you something. I need Budokai 1 like story like visuals with the Budokai 2 graphics. That would be the perfect sauce for me, as a fan of this franchise.
I mean,
And I think that was the appeal of like Budokai 2 in a certain way when I was a kid, because they like upped the cell shading a little bit and it made me feel a little bit more like I was watching a Dragon Ball thing.
Fair.
Budokai 1 has like flatter graphics and they don't look bad at all for what they are, but they still don't quite have the dimension cell shading can really add to things. Yeah.
Well, then, and aside from that, if you own this game, as a when it came out, right, that being able to play this with your friend or a sibling or something is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And because I did the world tournament at one time just to play through all the modes. And it's pretty fun.
I've always liked the world tournament.
The fighting in the game is pretty good. Once you can get past the fact that it's kind of slow, it's pretty good. And there are parts where it does go kind of smoothly. You're like, oh, this is things are moving fast. And you're like, oh, this is good. This is fun. And I'm sure I played on a pretty easy difficulty, and so I'm sure as the difficulty goes up, that does improve. But
I'm sure, yeah. I mean, the fighting wasn't bad. I agree with you. I did enjoy the fighting mechanic. It was just that I didn't know how to equip abilities, so it was missing out. But I'm also never really good at fighting games in general.
Yeah, me neither.
I just play for the story. So, for me, that was the one thing I was here for, and it doesn't really have it.
Then you get this weird-ass story where Majin Cell and Majin Frieza...
And they don't look any different. You even put the M on Cell's head. I want the M there on the battle.
Do y'all think Bulma is a big fan of Majin Frieza? Something tells me not.
No.
No.
I mean, Frieza killed almost everybody for Bulma because she's there on the planet during the Cell Saga.
Yep.
I mean, I don't mind
a delightful memory for her.
What if stories in Dragon Ball Z, but this wasn't even really a story in my opinion. It was just it existed.
Yeah, there weren't any cutscene. There was some unique dialogues that took place as Goku interacted with the bad guys, and if different characters. But if random, I said, I played through one time with Gohan. Gohan has no line. He's just I'll you can't win is all he says before every single fight.
Aw, that's shitty. They didn't do any.
It's dumb. But there are a bunch that have because you get Yamcha by defeating Raditz or defeating Nappa with Tien, and they have unique dialogue between the two of them.
Wait, didn't Nappa kill Tien if I remember correctly?
Yes.
Yes.
Nappa killed everyone except Gohan and Krill. Well, a Cyberman killed Yamcha, so Nappa killed Tien, and Katsu blew himself up. So I don't know. I guess you give Nappa the kill because he was trying to kill Nappa.
Yeah,
I think you give Nappa the kill.
I think he gets that one. He put that.
Well, I think he gets the kill because Chaozu exploded on him, and it's just
Chaozu blew himself up. And he had a brown spot on his back. He was charred a little bit.
Chaozu is never relevant again.
Nope, none of those three characters are really relevant again.
Chaozu doesn't even fight ever again. That's the last thing he does. Self-destruct.
Tien is still around. Tien's in the Buu Saga.
Yeah, and Tien fights in the. Tien comes back in Super as well.
That's true.
Was he in Daima?
No, I don't think so.
I just watched. Well, now I was gonna say I just watched it, but that was a year ago.
Yeah, Daima. It was alright.
It was fun.
I like Daima.
It was fun.
I really enjoyed it. I need to watch Super.
You need to watch Super.
I agree.
Super is very good.
Okay. I have to air a little bit of something about Super. I have not watched it because it does not seem as well animated as I would like it to be from clips I've seen. So I've been a little underwhelmed. Or is that just small instances that people?
That's just small instances.
Oh yeah, there are parts where the animation is very.
Oh yeah,
you're watching, and you're like, oh man, this is rough.
And especially the last major arc.
Yeah, the Turn of the Power arc is. There are a lot of scenes where their arms have no muscle tone; they're just sticks. At times, there are some pretty rough spots.
But they did. But on the really important parts,
they nail it.
it makes up for it.
And also, isn't there some misogynistic Bulma humor going on in that a little bit? Or maybe I'm thinking of of Abridged or Daima or something. I'm sorry. There's
Daima,
so much.
not.
Okay.
I can tell you that much because I watched Daima. I recommend Daima.
That was easy too, because that was only 20 episodes.
Yep, it's short and easy, and it's just fun, and you don't need to know much else.
Yep.
Count me in.
I recommend it. I think you would enjoy it. You don't need it. You know enough that you could watch it and just jump in and enjoy it. And it tries to capture some of the humor of like Dragon Ball, of old Dragon Ball.
What he was going for.
And you can feel it in his DNA that's what they wanted, and it's better for that.
Yeah.
I recommend Daima a lot. Yeah, so I only did Kaioken, the first one, to go back to your earlier comment. I never figured, I just didn't realize, or I didn't equip anything. So, like, this game is really hard when you don't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, you get all the Super Saiyan power-ups, so, like...
Yeah, I didn't use any.
Goku can do Super Saiyan 3, and Gotenks can do Super Saiyan 3, and you can do the Kamikaze Ghost attack with Gotenks, and...
Okay, I like that attack for a stupid... I just think it's so cool. It's a dumb attack. But I fucking like it. There's a Funko Pop of Gotenks with the Kamikaze Ghost. It's not cheap, but I want it. But unless the actor is coming, I'm not going to spend the money.
Right. Yeah, that attack is super cheesy, but it's also it's like iconic. I don't know. It's great.
It is.
It's Gotenks. It's what a 2 10-year-olds would come up with for an ultimate attack. Like 2 10-year-olds who aren't being trained by these battle-hardened, like 2 10-year-olds who are just like figuring it out themselves, right? Like, so it's perfect, you know?
It's something I've always wanted. That, and I kind of want the Super Saiyan. Well, no, they have it just the Ghost by itself as a Funko Pop, which
that would be cool.
I'd rather have him casting it. I only own a few Dragon Ball Funko Pops. I don't own a ton.
I own maybe too many, you could say.
I own too many Funko Pops, just not Dragon Ball.
I have 2 Dragon Ball Z Funko Pops and 8 Bitty Pops, 12 Bitty Pops.
I have 2 chases that I found in the wild. I mean, I don't know if people know, like for Funko Pops, the chase is the rarer version of it they only make. And I got lucky enough, I was at GameStop and someone had I think it was Gohan chase, and it was a Super Saiyan, and for some reason they put it down because the box was cracked. So as soon as they put it down, I picked it up and paid for it. I was like, I don't care. I'm not gonna see this again.
I just shared my list of Funkos, and you can see which.
Right now. I really should do that because I have bought the same Funkos multiple times, but I can't remember what I own. It makes you download the app. It doesn't show me your stuff, unfortunately.
Oh, I have some, let's see, some of the rare ones. I have Grade 8 Vegeta, the 6-inch. I have the 6-inch Paronga. I have Future Trunks from Super Son Goku. And a lot of... this one went down in price. I'll take a screenshot of it. I got a New York Comic Con exclusive.
Oh.
And it's Yamcha in he's dead.
Oh,
it's Yamcha in his pit.
I've seen that one before.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I have a bunch of the summer convention ones. The most I've ever spent on one Funko Pop is $40. One was for a summer convention one, and then one was a chase. That's my record so far.
I think the most I ever spent was $100.
Thankfully, I haven't done that.
Wow. Okay.
I've come close.
That was in my
Michael
college
Cera,
days when it didn't matter.
Or if a Mary Elizabeth Winstead was coming to a convention, my ass would drop $100 on a Ramona Funko Pop to get that sign. That's the only way it's going to happen, though.
That
you
would
guys want to
know?
Well, she's one of my favorite characters. That Ramona Flower is one of my favorite characters. One of my favorite movies. Like,
okay, well,
so
sure.
But I would spend the money for her.
Yeah, that would be iconography. You know, that would be proud. Yeah.
Fucking Officer Mac is my most expensive.
You got some rare ones. I knew the Heisenberg one was expensive. That one is. I'm in a bunch of Funko groups.
Yeah,
that's how I get that's how I got a lot of my Funkos. A lot of people now are selling their collections. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for somebody to unload a whole Dragon Ball Z collection for like dirt cheap, and then I'll get all the characters I want.
They're sick.
It happens. You can find them. Like people that were just buying it to sell it are like, oh, this phase is going away now. It's not worth anything. I don't buy them to worth anything. I buy them because they're cool. And they're really cool when you get them signed. Like the guy who did the voice of Brawly, forgot his name. He also was in Bleach and was a Black Power Ranger. Adam,
We'll
I can't remember. Johnny Bosch. He's coming, and I was gonna buy a Brawly Funko Pop to have him sign, but I'm like, I'm just gonna have him sign Power Rangers.
That's cool too.
Let's see. I have a couple of them signed. I met Chris Sabat and Sean Schimmel, had them sign. So the voice of Goku and Vegeta.
Nice.
And then I have, let's see. Oh, I have a Gohan signed. I didn't get that. I had somebody get it signed for me.
Oh, it's still cool. Not the same, but still cool.
No.
Everything I have signed was stuff that I got signed when I was there. And
I mean, that's what I prefer. But my buddy was going to the convention, and he's like, "Hey, you want to get this signed?" I'm like, "Sure."
It's a nice buddy because you got to sometimes wait in line for hours. So
but he was like, "I'm gonna wait anyways."
Oh, okay.
Like he wanted it as well. So that's I don't think that's all my Dragon Ball ones.
You got some nice ones. You got some expensive ones too. Because
unfortunately,
hard to find.
Before
Frieza is not cheap.
Before Funko really like took off, or I knew what it was, I had like almost all the original Game of Thrones ones and took them out of their boxes and threw their boxes away.
Yeah,
and those
not with those, but I did that too.
They are
man,
ridiculously expensive now.
Yeah,
that's rough.
Could have paid off a mortgage with that.
Damn.
You could pay probably a month worth. Some of them are, especially during their height.
Yeah.
So, anything else to say about Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 that we haven't talked about?
I think we've said everything.
Okay.
It's fine.
It's a fun game.
A signed Kyrie.
When you get used to
I just sent a picture in the chat. Yeah, I got lucky enough to meet Allison Stoner.
That's insane.
She's super friendly too, by the way.
Lucky man.
I have 2 Kyries because I didn't know where my Kyrie was, and the convention was coming up, and I didn't want to not be able to find it, so I just bought another one because it was like $10. I'm like, fuck it, I don't mind. And then I found it, so now I have 2 Kyries, one signed and one unsigned.
You need to stop talking about Funkos before I get on another Funko binge.
I mean, I'm going to a toy swap this Sunday, so there's a very good chance I will buy Funko Pops because that's what I do at these toy swaps. I buy them for $5 or $10 usually. Sure. I love Funko Pops. I think they're awesome. All right, let's go to Shelf Stacker Box and rate our Funko Pops. How's that sound, guys? And Kyle, why don't you lead us in?
So I think I will put this on the shelf. I had quite a bit of fun playing this. I mean, I played through the story mode twice. It was good enough for that. And it's got a good roster of characters, good fight scenes, good fighting, good transformations. If you play the game the right way, it's a ton of fun. Not as good as Budokai 1, but it's good.
I'm putting it in the box, but that's a lot of me just being an idiot too. Like after talking with you guys, but I didn't have fun, and I did not like the board game aspect of it at all, and I can't let that go because that was not a fun story mode for me, and it was slow and stupid. So going in the box, but I'm glad I can finally say now I played Budokai 2,
and you can get onto a good one.
I'm excited for Budokai 3. I really am.
I also am putting this one in the box because if I want to play another Dragon Ball fighter, this is not going to be one that I would pick up. There's obviously all the newer ones, and then there's just other better Budokai games. So why would I not?
There's a reason why this didn't come in the HD collection when it should have had all 3.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
It should have, but I understand.
I would have loved to get the trophies.
That would have been great if it did.
And Robbie.
I think we're just putting it in the box. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be coming back to this too much. I did have some fun with it, but I think it's a little repetitive, and I think they kind of missed something, not giving its story mode more significance. But the playing is fine. I don't know. It just it kind of feels like they took a Dragon Ball fighting game and made a Mario Party game out of it in a certain way. Like, yeah, it just feels a little random. Yeah. Oh man, I can't do too much of the Mario Party. It gets old for me, frankly. But yeah, I'm sure there are people out there who might think this game has benefits, and I don't want to strip the game of those, but it didn't have the benefits I needed this go around.
I don't think it had the benefits for a lot of people. It's a tough game to get into sometimes, so I get it.
It just feels awkward. It just feels a little awkward, like having to wait for these pieces to go across the board in my high octane fighting game.
It's tough to get into, but once you kind of get into the flow of it, it's pretty fun.
I couldn't. I tried. I couldn't. I just couldn't find it in this game, and I beat it in a day, and then the game was deleted off my Steam Deck, and I was like, okay, we're done. Bye. Next game.
That's the other thing. It's short. Like you can replay it. It's a lot of replayability. Play with different characters to unlock more characters. There's a bunch of characters. Like
I did it in Budokai 1. Budokai 1 I got super into, and I started unlocking characters and doing extra, and I did all like this other extra story content. This game I beat it once and walked away. Happily walked away. But I get it. All right, then we should go to plugs. And Robbie, where can people find you at?
People can find me on Spotify and Apple most of the time. I will be putting stuff up on the Internet Archive more. I'm going to be releasing a Clayface episode with our mutual friend, Zach Bixbanks, and I'm looking forward to putting that out, and I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that I've been advertising on games my mom found.
Right, and if you enjoyed this episode, over 900 other episodes of this podcast, we do movies, TV shows, video games, comics, all sorts of content. And if you want to hear the rest of our Dragon Ball Z content, we got some now, actually. It'll be in the show notes. We got a decent amount. So check that out. If you want to support the show, we do have a Patreon. A little dollar you can vote in our Patreon poll. We have 1 to 2 polls a month, currently 2 again. But you can find and then you can do that, affects the show. And if you donate $10 or more, we'll plug your podcast or YouTube every episode I make during that month. And those plugs never go away. So check that out. And want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro crew, Helena at Hell Has Free. Follow her on TikTok and Instagram. Make sure you check out A Game Works for you, Bill Tucker, and his new podcast, Carrying My Cross. And also, please join our Discord. If you want to be on the show, you want to suggest things for the show, join the Discord. We're always happy to have new people join us and chat with us. You'll see a link in the show notes. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, audio only, and rate and review from Get Your Podcast. I think that's everything I need to say. So we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
So long.